Hello there, friends, and welcome back to more Bravely Default. Last time, we made a short stop to Grand Ship, entire civilization on a boat, where we met Zatz, a member of the Shield Bearers of Eisenberg, who has attempted to convert us to his cause of putting down a rebellion of very dangerous sword bearers who killed the Fire Vestal, unfortunately. We are here on the edge of Eisenberg where we encountered Kami Izumi, Idia's old master, and his disciples of Black Blades. We know we're going to be up against this chapter, and we're trying to meet with the commander of the Shield Bearers. But first things first, we've got a party chat to read. The Swordmaster's Sting. That Kami Izumi. We lost an entire squad to that Swordmaster alone. Thinking back on it, we probably only survived because he let us. He seems all calm and peaceful, but as soon as he draws that sword, he's a hurricane. Just talking about it has all the wounds he gave me throbbing. And that same Swordmaster and commander of the mercenary Black Blades is our Idia's teacher. I'm sorry. I guess that's another secret I kept from you. But I didn't want to believe the stories. If it is too painful for you, you are free to walk away, you know. No one is forcing you to join us on this journey. What? Agnes, you don't have to say it like that. I fear I haven't the time to hesitate or the leisure to doubt. We must press forward. I agree, Agnes. Let's keep moving forward. We don't want Kami Izumi to strike at us again. And besides, we have a meeting to attend to.
Welcome, Wind Vestal. I see you have companions, too. Well met. I am Daniel Goodman, commander of the Shield Bearers. Dax has already filled me in. It seems we have you to thank for getting Zatz back to us. Much appreciated.
The thanks are mutual. They helped us out as well.
You did well to repel the Swordmaster for one of your age. I am suitably impressed. With you on our side, we may well turn the tide. It would certainly rally the troops.
We did not fight him off. Our opponent withdrew, and we have not come here to join your war. A Vestal such as I cannot take part in such conflict. Please do not misunderstand.
Oh, I see.
You could have been a bit less blunt, Agnes.
But I...
Well then, to what do we owe the honor of your presence?
My task here is to awaken the fire crystal. Once that is done, I intend to leave this realm immediately.
Oh, so you have come to quell the seething magma in place of the late Fire Vestal.
Exactly. That is why we need your help. Do you know of a way into the temple?
We are doing all we can to find one, but we have not found a way through the lava yet.
I see.
I am sorry we could not be of more help. We will, of course, do all we can to aid you. A way in shall be found.
You would do that? Even though we cannot fight in your war?
Of course. The Shield Bearers welcome the Vestal and her companions. Feel free to rest your travel-weary bones in town. Dats, show them the way.
Forgive us for not being able to lend a hand.
Not at all. Leave the fighting to us soldiers. It is our job, after all.
Little Miss Blunt coming in again, ruining all of our fun. Hey, adventure buddy, you fighting this war too? Probably not. The war would be over immediately. I mean, the adventurer is able to go anywhere, you know? Who knows what they're capable of? What you gotta say, buddy? Lady Vestal, we need your aid. Please, please help us. Symbol of the Shield Bearers. Commander Goodman really lives up to his name, huh? Down to earth and understanding. Yeah, the commander of the good guy team is called Goodman. Good job there, game. Right? Everybody here loves him. Soldiers and townsfolk alike. Respect him, too. He's the reason the Shield Bearers have held together this long. He's the glue. And he practices what he preaches. He's a paragon of self-defense. We never fight to take anything from anybody else. Ever. So, Tiz, mind if I ask what's got the Vestal and Idia all in a bunch? Yeah, it's kind of... Girls are complicated things, and it's a foolish man who asks too many questions. Says Ring a Bell. Yeah? That certainly sounds complicated. Ring a bell, ring a bell, ring a bell. Certainly say some things you probably shouldn't. But, yeah, the shield bearers and sword bearers have different banners, as organizations often do. Blue flags symbolize the shield bearers, or the shield symbol will also symbolize the shield bearers. If we see any red flags, that means that it's the sword bearers, which is kind of like, it works both ways. A red flag, you know, that's kind of a dangerous sight, but also, it's also the sign for the bad guys. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. We can see it on the other side of this bridge, which the shield bearers are currently holding down. Anyway, Dats wanted us to go to the city, so let's head that way. I'm surprised we haven't gotten into any fights just yet. I have it at 0% encounter rate, so it should still happen, but man. Oh, hey! Right outside the city. Oh, you guys do not look nice. Ghost, ghost, ghost. Lots of ghosts, okay. I mean, it is a battlefield, so I'm not surprised that there's some undead here. Do I have Undead Slayer yet? No, I don't. That's unfortunate. Alright, well, I guess we'll just hit them. Actually, since it's Tiz, we'll examine first, and then we'll hit them. Tiz is the fastest, so I'll go ahead and just prep Stomps. And then Idia, you'll do some Crescent Moons. We have a lot of abilities on Valkyrie that I haven't shown off just yet, but we'll get to that when we get to that. And Anyas, because these guys are undead, I actually think you are perfectly okay to use Blessing on them to deal some good damage. 3000 HP weak to fire and light, and they're undead, which also means that they can be hurt by healing magic. They have Curse there, and they also have Fear. Yeah, some decent damage from Blessing right there. There we go. Everyone can contribute to combat here now. That's a lot of EXP and a lot of JP. I am planning on moving Ring a Bell away from Knight here fairly soon because look at that JP difference. He needs 3,500 JP in order to level up. That's a lot. So, I'll be looking for something to switch him to. Maybe Merchant, maybe something here in the future. But for right now, let's go ahead and enter this city.
Welcome to Heartschild, bastion of the Shield Bearers. Make yourselves at home.
Whoa, the heat is incredible. Is this town in danger of being swallowed by the lava too?
If it gets any worse, we may have to think about evacuating. Ever since the Fire Vestal passed into the light, Mount Karka has been raging without cease.
The women of this town must be made of strong stuff to put up with this. I could see myself falling for a strong woman. You might even say I favor them. This is the place I have been seeking.
Here we go again.
You're a funny fellow, Ring a Bell. I'm going on ahead to the commander's residence. Once you've seen the town, you should come and join us. It's that building you can see in the middle of town. Catch you later, then.
With Ring a Bell's preferences of women aside, let's go ahead and explore this town a little bit. The adventurer buddy beat us here, looks like. Let's see if they have any new items, first and foremost. Doesn't really look like it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and check the magic shop. Hey, some new magic. Level 4 white magic and level 3 time magic. Reflect, Dispel, Aurora, Gravity, Veil, and Sloga. Out of all of these, I think I'll grab three magic pieces here. I'm gonna grab Reflect, Aurora, and Sloga. That looks good. The others I'll grab later. And then we've also got the weapon shop, which we've got even more new items. We've got the Defender, the Halberd, and the Mangosh. I think I'm saying that right. Mangosh? Mangoosh? I think it's Mangosh. I don't know. I've never really fully understood how to pronounce that, but I think I'm saying it right. We've also got the large shield here, which actually does have more defense than the Blessed Shield, which is pretty surprising. It's been a while since we've seen one of those. Gives us a decent amount of defense. The Orichalcum Helm. We heard from Zats that Orichalcum can only be made here in Eisenberg, so I'm not surprised we see gear being made from it. It does give us a decent amount of defense. Holy Miter. It increases magic attack. If you're using a Black Mage or any magic-focused job right now, that's not a bad headpiece to grab. And then the Black Cowl, which will also increase evasion. That's not bad. This is 1,000 Peeg. Do I want to buy this now? Yeah, why not? I'll buy this and give it to Agnes. Then we have the Orichalcum Mail, which I don't think I'm going to purchase yet. And we've got the White Robe, which will raise Mind, which is healing stats. Which I think I am going to give this to Agnes. It's 4,000 Peeg, but look at her Mind increase. It goes from 35 to 55. This will make her healing really, really potent. And then we've got a lot of accessories here. Force Armlets, which will also raise your Mind stat. Then we have the Flame Charm, Ice Charm, basically all the element charms, which will lower the damage from these elements incoming. So this isn't a bad shop at all. Like, this is pretty cool and really good. But for right now, I think those items are all I'm going to grab. Holy Miter and White Robe. Agnes's defenses are insane right now, and her healing will be really good too. While we're messing around with the shops and whatnot, let's go ahead and update Narende Village. First up on today's list, we're going to be grabbing the Grinder Axe from the weapons shop. It's been quite a while since we've leveled up this shop. Actually, it's 22, nearly 23 minutes using all 100 of my villagers. This might actually be the first time where I only upgrade one shop for the day. Wow. That's how you know it's getting pretty serious in the amount of manpower and hours we need to make these shops, man. Alright, I think that's all the shopping I wanted to do here, so let's look at this party chat. Tragedy. This town is awash with sadness. I never truly knew the depths of war's tragedy. It creates nothing, brings happiness to no man. Why do we persist in this madness? Because both sides have beliefs that they can't let go, I suppose. Something so precious that it warrants the deaths of countless innocent people? The world is faced with a crisis dire as it's ever seen, and this is what we are doing? Humans fight to secure peace as they envision it. The trouble is, everyone's vision is different. I fear I cannot understand it. However lofty the ideals of Sword and Shield, the fact remains that they are engaged in murder. Wherever people gather, emotions run high, and justice and truth are subjective. Where the majority has reached consensus, it is difficult for any one person to resist. Even so, I don't want to be the sort of person who just accepts all that is a given. Me neither. At the very least, I swear I will take no woman for granted. I'll give my all, always. And there's the sad, strange Ring-a-Bell we know and love again. But Ring-a-Bell has a point. in terms of conflict and war, ideologies and what seems truth and objective becomes subjective to all. It's the horrors of war, and it hurts everyone, innocent or not. What do the citizens of this place have to say? I was just drafted into the force. I'm happy to keep my family safe, but the sword bearers have a terrible weapon of mass slaughter, a chemical they call the toxic mist. I spend each day terrified of the air I breathe. I can't imagine fighting. There was a sudden enemy attack, out of the blue. I only left him for a moment, but I can't find my son. I've searched day and night since then, but he's nowhere to be found. He's a boy, about this tall. Have you seen him? I pray to the fire crystal every day, but still, why won't this war end? We're gonna do our best. But without us entering the conflict, there's not really much we can do. Company on the road is a precious thing. Treat your friends well. Words to live by. Alright, I think we've done enough exploring. Let's head to the commander's residence.
Ah, you've arrived! We've been waiting for you! Allow me to introduce you. This is the commander's wife, Eleanor.
Welcome to our humble abode, Windvestal. We are honored to receive you and your companions.
Such beauty! Commander Goodman is a very lucky man. Very lucky indeed.
You are kind to flatter me so. Thank you.
It is no mere flattery. I speak from the heart.
Shut your trap, Ring-a-Bell.
My husband has told me to receive you and your companions as guests of state, Vestal. Please make yourselves at home. Unfortunately, in a time of war, the hospitality I can provide is limited.
Oh, there's no need to go to any trouble for us.
I'll prepare some dinner now. It should be ready in a little while.
She seems nice.
The commander is so busy with the war effort, he rarely has time to come home to his lovely wife. I sure hope this war is over soon.
What if you surrendered? That would put an end to the fighting, at least.
Surrender is not an option. Please consider your words before you speak, Vestal. Even if we did surrender, and this war ended with the sword bearers victorious, they would only seek to invade other realms to gain more territory. In other words, others would face the terrors of war next. That is why we must fight.
You are right.
Thank you all for your patience. Dinner is served. The dining hall is this way.
Ah,
Ring a bell? Where are you off to? Off he goes.
No doubt he spotted another pretty girl. He'll be back before too long.
This is most regrettable. Most regrettable indeed. The wind vestal was as good as ours.
Are you well enough to be here, Victoria?
I am stronger than I appear. Much stronger than you, in fact. Is that not right, Victor?
Just so, Victoria. Alternus pales in comparison to you. Of this, there is no doubt.
See, you have no place being concerned for my well-being, Alternus.
Moving on. We have word from the Black Blades regarding the whereabouts of the Wind Vestal, Lord Marshal. The Wind Vestal has traveled to Eisenberg. She is likely seeking out the Fire Crystal.
So, she aims to awaken all the crystals.
We should have had the fire crystal in our possession already. However, The Black Blades slaughtered the Fire Vestal, and since then appear to have done nothing but twiddle their thumbs.
If we captured the Temple of Fire without first crushing the shield bearers, the battle would shift to the temple. The crystal could be destroyed in the process. That is no doubt what Kami Izumi aims to avoid. Our goal is to wield ultimate control over the crystals. Therefore, the shield bearers must first be purged.
I hear that you and the Swordmaster are old friends, your lordship. This must be why you place such faith in him.
Oh, that is the first I've heard of this.
I trust him more than any other man. And the Black Blades that he commands are the elite of the elite. The Vestal will never defeat them. They will see their mission through to the end.
Are you sure you do not overestimate them? I could raise that whole realm to the ground in 3 days.
Do not get carried away, Victoria. You have already faced defeat at the hands of the Wind Vestal once.
How dare you! I'll not stand to be insulted by the likes of you, Alternus.
I merely speak fact. Unlike you, the Swordmaster can do more than simply destroy.
Did you hear that, Victor? What a loathsome man.
Just so. Please, refrain from using such language against Victoria, Alternus.
What?
If you do not, you risk coming to harm. Ah, see?
You cast your magic on me?
Are you all right, Alternus? I am afraid it seems my warning came a bit too late.
Relax. I can do more than simply destroy. See? You'll survive. But know this. My spells can scatter your body to the 4 winds at a moment's notice.
Just you try it. Care to see which is faster? Your magic, or the time it takes me to skewer you on my sword?
Alternus! Surely you would not turn your blade on Victoria? If you did, I would be forced to act. And there is no surer way of finding death than that!
Cease this! The both of you! This is the Council of 6. We meet for earnest deliberation. I will not tolerate further bickering.
Sir.
Understood.
We will leave the matter of the Wind Vestal to Commander Kami Izumi. If anyone objects, speak now. Nobody? Then it is settled. We are done for today. Alternus, get your wounds tended to.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Where were you off to at this hour, ring a bell?
I saw the most exquisite girl and followed her out of town. She was a fine specimen indeed.
You're incorrigible, ring a bell. So, what's all the moaning about? Did you hurt yourself?
Yes, I was on the receiving end of a rather sharp whack. It seems my advances were unwanted.
Oh, makes sense.
Morning! Oh, when did you get back, Ring a Bell?
Before dawn. Ow, ow!
This is hardly the time to go wandering off, you know.
Well, what's our next move? We're at a loose end until we find a way into the Temple of Fire.
I'll try to find my own way in.
Right! I think it's best if we split up to cover more ground. Time is of the essence after all.
We shield bearers haven't just been loafing around here. We've already tried everything we can think of. We looked into landing from the sea, and we even tried cooling the lava. None of our attempts were successful. If we had an airship, we could sail in no problem, of course.
Perhaps we could go and awaken the Earth Crystal first.
I don't think we'd make it into Eternia, where the Earth Crystal lies. It's surrounded by craggy peaks, so there's no way in on foot. When I was sent to Kaldisla, I boarded a high-powered airship owned by the Duchy. Even if we repaired the Echelot, I don't think it could make the trip.
We're stuck, then.
Are you telling the whole truth, Adia? You're not hiding anything from us again?
No need to be rude, Agnes. Instead of just standing around, why don't we lend a hand to the shield bearers?
You mean that? We could certainly use the help, but are you sure?
No, we are not. So you want to go to war now, Tiz?
No. I want to help them end this war as soon as possible.
It sounds like more meddling in the business of strangers to me.
And why not? We have no other way forward. And yet, before us stand a multitude who need our help. We cannot turn a blind eye to them.
I agree with Tiz. Sign me up.
Really? It would mean going up against your master, leader of the Black Blade mercenaries.
It is clear from what I have heard that the shield bearers are the white, and the sword bearers are the black in this case.
Black and white? What do you mean?
It is just how I see things. Black and white, good and evil.
Oh, so you see us as the good guys. Can't argue with that.
I'm with you too, Tiz. These damsels in distress must be rescued from the ravages of war.
Trust you to make it about that.
Tiz!
I hope you'll join us too, Agnes. I promise we won't get too mixed up in this conflict. We're more likely to find a lead by traveling around than simply waiting here, anyway. Come with us.
Great. Let's go talk to the commander then.
I do understand Agnes's hesitation, but we are right. This is probably the best path forward. So, party chat time. Eleanor's home cooking. So, what do you think of Eleanor's cooking? Pretty great, right? Absolutely. The sausage was tender and juicy. The potatoes au gratin were like a gooey dream. It was all delicious. Sounds like she rolled out all the classics. There are wartime staples. You eat them a lot? As you can see, this isn't the most fertile patch of land. Potatoes are all that'll grow. And meat shortages mean we're always paddling out the sausage with something. All the more impressive, then, that such a feast came from meager supplies. No doubt it was her love for me that gave it such flavor. Yeah, I'll bet. I'm sure poor Eleanor's got plenty of love stocked up by now, with her husband away. But the commander's stuck out on the front lines. He barely gets home these days. I just feel awful for her, stuck in that big house all alone. Well, I hope we can pitch in and help her out somehow. Keeping up with Ring-a-Bell. Idia, care to guess who I was just with? Curious? It's quite a surprise. Fine. Tell me about this woman you met. I'll put up with you for a while. So, last night, I chanced across a most unusual lady. She was crawling along the walls and ceilings. What? What kind of girl was this? I couldn't say. An acrobat or some such, I expect. An acrobat? I suppose she could have been practicing? Ah, or perhaps she was on patrol. Noble girl, keeping her home safe. You make her sound like a guard dog, gecko thing. And wait, why were you at her house? Ow. Just remembering the feel of her elbow strike has me all aflutter. Oof, I can't keep up. It's been a lot of cutscenes and party chats past 2 episodes, but trust me, we're getting the building done first, and then it's all action from here. But we're ready to sign up for this war and go exploring, so let's go talk to Commander Goodman. Hey, our second fight of the day against, they don't look very nice, Valkoras. We're gonna do the same strats, except I'm not going to heal them because they aren't undead, potentially. We don't know yet. We haven't examined them. Don't brave 3 times. We only want 2 braves, so I can do Crescent Moon. And then we'll just use the Blessed Shield on everyone. Examine, fire, and they're beasts. So yeah, we don't want to heal these guys. Yeah, so just from that outfit alone that we got for Agnes earlier, her healing has basically doubled. Very strong outfit. Lots of EXP, lots of JP here too. Tis gained a job level. Learned bow lore. That might come in handy if I ever switch jobs on Tiz, which might be coming sooner rather than later.
You will truly aid us. My eternal thanks. This should raise the troops' spirits.
Only until a way into the Temple of Fire is found.
I understand. Thank you for giving thought to our plight, Wind Vestal.
I'll head back to the old house to check on Sats.
Roger, Dats. Take good care of the lad. I hope you both recover from your wounds soon.
It'd be nice if you had time to go home to your wife sometime, Commander. Be seeing you, Tiz.
Is there something we can help you with, Commander Goodman?
The Sword Bears have a strong hold called Grap Keep. Could you go and scout it out?
What do you expect us to find there?
4 years ago, a terrifying weapon known as Toxic Mist was unleashed in the East City near the Keep. 100,000 Shield Bears garrisoned there perished in this fiendish smoke, and the East City became a mass grave. We still have not identified the nature of this Toxic Mist. If we can pin down what it is made from, we may be able to neutralize it and create a cure.
Grab Keep. Got it. We'll be on our way then.
Grap Keep is to the northeast of here. I'll notify the guards to let you through.
Well, we have now enlisted into the army, and we're going to be scouting out Grap Keep. But not next episode, and definitely not this one. We're closing out here fairly soon. There are a few things that have opened up now that we have joined the Shield Bearers in their cause. And that's what we'll be checking out next episode. So, with that being said, I'll see you soon.